Mr. Speaker, will you please call the House to order?
The House will come to order. In the absence of clergy, let us pause for a moment of silence. Join the members in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. A quorum being present, the clerk will read the Journal of Wednesday, January 20th. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, welcome. Let me, before I go through our schedule for the day, I do want to acknowledge a couple of things that have happened on January 21st, this day in history. For instance, in 1915, the global volunteer-led organization Kiwanis International, whose mission is to serve the children of the world, was founded in Detroit, Michigan. As a 15-year member of the Irondequoit Kiwanis Club, I take special pride in that. On this day in 1982, those of you who are ice hockey fans, the New York Islanders, who I think are in Brooklyn now, began the longest National Hockey League record at that time of a 15-game winning streak. They did not lose again until February 20th of that year. And on this day in 1954, the United States Navy's first commissioned nuclear-powered submarine, the USS Nautilus, was christened by First Lady Mamie Eisenhower as it was entered into the Thames River. So with that as a little historical note, let me tell you about what history will look like for this chamber in a few hours. We have on our desks a main calendar, and after any introductions, we'll continue our work today, begin consenting bills beginning with calendar number 37. Members of the following committees should be aware that we will be meeting off the floor these committees: Codes and Ways and Means. And with that, as a general outline of our schedule today, Mr. Speaker, I understand there's an introduction. This would be the appropriate time to take it up, sir.
Mr. Morelli.
I was so excited about our facts of the day, Mr. Speaker, I forgot to dispense with the reading of the journal. So I moved to dispense with that reading unless people would like it read. The reading of the journal of Wednesday, January 20th, and that the same stand approved.
By general acclamation, so ordered.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Cahill, for the purposes of an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome to the House today the Assistant County Executive of Dutchess County, Chris Baiano. Chris works with a former colleague of ours who I believe might also be here, although I prefer not to introduce him unless I absolutely have to. But being protocol does demand that I do so. So I also ask you to welcome to our House a returning son of the Assembly, County Executive, newlywed, and constituent of mine, Marcus Molinaro.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Cahill, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome you back to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privileges of the floor. Marcus, of course, as a former member, always a member, you always have the privileges of the floor, but we also extend that to your colleague. We hope that you will have a great day here in Albany, and you are always welcome because of your past history. Thank you so very much. Mr. Tedesco for an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm proud and honored to introduce to you someone who got up very early this morning to make a snow-filled trek because there's a lot of snow out there in Syracuse, all the way from Syracuse here this morning. And I define her as what I would call a good government reform warrior. Her name is Janice Grieshauer Geddes. And you might remember her from several years ago. Her daughter had a tragic situation where she lost her life. Jenna was a nurse in Troy and came out and got a piece of legislation, which is landmark legislation, which many of us supported who are here today, to keep first-time violent felons in prison and away from parole, and I'm sure that had a profound positive impact. So I would offer you the opportunity to welcome her and offer all the cordialities of the House to her.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Tedesco, the Speaker, and all the members, Janice, we welcome you back again to the New York State Assembly. You are always welcome here and have contributed greatly to our state. You extended the privileges of the floor, and we hope today's trip will also be successful for you, and it's always good to see you. Thank you so much. Mr. Butler for an introduction.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Since the beginning of time, us older folks have always wondered what's going on with those kids today. Well, I have with us today here in the chamber a perfect example of what can happen when that youthful enthusiasm and energy is channeled in a positive direction. I'm joined today by a constituent who is a senior at Northville Central School. Her name is Angel Warner, and she is here with her mother, Misty Seaver, her stepmother, Julie Soul, her stepfather, Richard Parkus, and her one-year-old sister, Elizabeth Jane. Now, Angel, during her junior year in high school, read an article in a magazine about how women in homeless shelters tended not to have hygiene supplies, and that can lead to diseases, pain, and other health issues. So she came up with the idea, along with her English teacher, James Bevington, to create an organization called Shelters Wings. This group has collected and last year donated over 1,900 items to the Fulton County Domestic Violence Shelter. And this year, she anticipates that she will be distributing to multiple shelters, including the Domestic Violence Shelter. They collect clothes, shoes, hats, coats, mittens, hygiene items, toothbrushes, toothpaste, shampoo, baby bottles, baby formula, and other materials, Mr. Speaker. So, you know, a lot of people talk, see things going on and wonder, what can I do? Here's a young lady who realized what she could do and became very much involved in their activities. I think besides being involved with Shelters Wings, she's a member of the National Honor Society, president of the Yearbook Club and the International Club, and she has been a member of the chorus at Northville since 4th grade and treasurer for the past several years. So she is not only active in the community, she's very active in her school, and I think it's a great honor for us to have her join us here with her family. We will do a resolution later honoring her for her efforts, but I wanted to let you welcome her, Mr. Speaker, and offer her the courtesies of the House.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Butler, the Speaker, and all the members, Angel, we really are pleased to have you here with us today. What a wonderful example you have set in terms of taking care of those who may not be able to care for themselves. I'm sure your family is equally proud of your accomplishments, and clearly they've done a great job in bringing you along and raising you. So continue that good work. We are proud of you. You are always welcome here, and we extend to you the privileges of the floor. Thank you so very much. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. As I indicated, we have a couple of committees to call off the floor. The first being the Codes Committee. So members of the Codes Committee should make their way to the Speaker's conference room. I understand Mr. Lenthal is there and ready to proceed.
Codes Committee, Speaker's conference room, please proceed quickly. Thank you. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. If we could now begin our work by turning our attention to page 7 of the main calendar, and we will begin with calendar number 37 by Mr. Gant.
Clerk will read.
Assembly 577, calendar number 37, Mr. Gant, an act in relation to permitting certain persons to file a claim for unjust conviction in the Court of Claims.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 596, calendar number 38, Mr. Lenthal, an act to amend the tax law and the state finance law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 658, calendar 39, Mr. Hevesy, an act to amend the administrative code of the City of New York.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect immediately.
Clerk will record the vote. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. A gentle reminder that this is our first vote of the day, and members should be casting their votes. Otherwise, they will hear my melodic tones with their name. And members who have not made their way over should make their way to the chambers as quickly as possible for our first vote of the day.
First vote of the day, members. Are there any other votes? Announce the results.
Ayes 121, noes 0.
The bill is passed. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir, thank you. I understand that the Codes Committee has concluded its work, so I'd now like to ask members of the Ways and Means Committee to move to the Speaker's Conference Room so we can undertake that business. And if we could return to the calendar, take up calendar number 40 on page 8 by Mr. Miller.
Ways and Means, Speaker's Conference Room. Clerk will read.
Assembly 763A, calendar number 40, Mr. Miller, an act to amend the tax law and the state finance law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 775A, calendar number 41, Ms. Jaffe, an act to amend the social services law.
The bill is laid aside.
Assembly 777A, calendar number 42, Ms. Gunther, an act to amend the mental hygiene law.
Read the last section.
This act shall take effect July 1st, 2017.
Clerk will record the vote.